So finding the part means finding the numerator. It means that we know the total and we know the percent, and then we just have to either work backwards, rearrange the equation, or use what we already know to figure out the part, or the numerator. So let's try this example. The quiz was out of 20, so there's your total, which means your denominator is going to be 20. You got 60% on this. That means you got 60% correct. 60% out of 20. 60% of 20. This looks familiar. This looks like a problem we've done before. And if we think back a few slides, part over total equals the decimal. If I wanted the p all by itself, times t to get rid of this on the bottom, and the part is going to be the decimal times the total. And here we have it, the decimal times the total. So what we've done before is exactly what we need to do now. 60% of 20 is 12, which means you earned 12 out of 20. That's your part, your total, and that's your percent. So 30% of 40. Let's try to figure this one out. I'm going to draw a number line first just to see if we're on the right track. So there's 100%. Half of that, 50%. And then I'm going to do another half, so 25%. 100% is 40. Of 40 means that's my total. So that means the total denominator is 40. Half of 100 is 50. Half of 40 is 20. Half of 50 is 25, and then half of 20 is 10. So 30% is around here somewhere. So I expect my number to be just a little bit more than 10. Let's see how the math works. So my part from the previous slide is the decimal times the total. 0.3 times 40. In the calculator, if I do 0.3 times 40, I get 12. So 12 is 30% of 40. And that matches my number line pretty much exactly. So 12 is a bit more than 10, 30% is a bit more than 25. 150% of 40. So this is a number, a percent greater than 100, but we can still figure this out. Let's draw a number line to make our estimate. There's 100%. There's 200%. Of 40. That means 40 is my whole or my total. So that goes together right there. 100% is where you start from, your original number or your total. The of is the key to finding the total. Okay, so 150%. So I'm going to work backwards. So here's 100%. 50% is halfway here. Halfway between 0 and 40 is 20. So 50% is 20. So if this is 50% and 20, here's another 50% and another 20 that gives me 40. Here's another 50% and another 20, which gives me 60. 20, 20, 20 gives me 60, so that's 50%, another 50%, and another 50% to give me 150. So 60 is what I'm looking for. Let's see if it works out. So the part is what I'm trying to find. Part is equal to decimal times total. 1.5 is my decimal times 40, which is my total. Do that in the calculator and you get 60. And this number makes sense according to the number line and our calculations with the formula. And if we think about it, 40, and we want 150% of 40. So getting 100% of 40 is easy. That means you get all 40. And then you want 50% more. If you want 50% more of 40, you're adding 50% of 40 on top of that, which means you're adding half of 40 on top of 40 itself. So 40 plus half of 40, 40 plus 20 gives you 60. So that's 3 ways that we've figured out that we have the right answer of 60. 60 is 150% of 40.